98.3. Sports brought to you by Coca-Cola, Hoosier Tire, Marion's University Ancilla College, First Federal Bank, Big B Coffee, McDonald's, Absolute Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Bourbon Street Pizza, Culver Portside Marina, Marshall County REMC, the Pilot News Group, Marshall County Fiber, Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. The Coca-Cola pregame is up next.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Who do I perform for? I perform for all the awesome composers whose music deserves to be heard.
I perform for all the stagehands who make sure I never miss a cue.
I perform for our high school choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
I perform for Mrs. Evans, my high school debate coach, who has helped me become more confident than I ever dreamed possible.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
Time now for the Coca-Cola pregame show.
And we are live at Daly Cox Gymnasium. Rusty Nixon with Trey Hall tonight, man. I'm glad you were able to get yourself pulled away from practice in time to get over here tonight.
Glad to be back.
Tonight we have, in Game 1, Glenn against Oregon Davis. I know you guys faced Glenn earlier in the year. Trey obviously coaches with Michaela Shalio on the girls team at Plymouth High School. You know, you can give us a scouting report on them. Basically, they just want to sit down in there and have some trench warfare, don't they?
Oh, yeah. They have those two bigs that kind of sit in the middle. They'll do, for those basketball knowledge kind of geeks out there, they'll do a continuous ball screen on each side. So they're going to pass it to one wing, get a ball screen over there. If it's not open, they're reversing it after a back door and keep on going until they get it in the middle.
The other side, you got a completely different style of play. Oregon Davis, from the time that Aubrey Lady's dad was coaching there and they won state championships, did all the things they did. They want it to be a full court game. They want you to play end to end with them, and that's exactly what they still want to do.
Oh, yeah, that's an updated team right there compared to Glenn. Every team's looking to do that now. They're looking to press you, make mistakes, and then get easy layups.
Take a break. We come back, we'll talk to both the head coaches. You're listening to Max 98.3's Game of the Week, our coverage of Bi-County semifinal girls action right after this.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Coach's Corner brought to you by Marion's University Ancilla College.
And the head coach of the Oregon Davis Lady Cats joins me, Aubrey Lady. Thanks for taking the time today. And, boy, it was a good win for you guys the other night.
Yeah, we didn't play our best game, but we knocked down some shots that we really needed. And, in order to take business take care of business tonight. We're going to have to make sure that we're connecting on some of those field goals that didn't necessarily fall for us first night, but also make sure that we're communicating with each other and getting up and down the floor.
Tonight is going to be a different animal because you're going to be over at the Dale Cox gym, and that, getting that adjustment can be tough for your offense. Get your shooting eye down.
Oh, absolutely. Our biggest thing is to make sure that we move on to the next play, and we can't change what happened prior, so don't dwell on what happened and move on and get a stop the next play or a good pass or whatever it is. But just make sure that we're finding the open shot, taking a great shot, not just a good shot, and making sure that we're running the floor. We like to get out and run our fast break and make it a lot easier so we don't have to run through offenses. But anytime you go on an away game, you have those struggles as far as shooting and trying to figure out your shot. But the good thing about it is it's going to be a good atmosphere going there, and with the Everwise Bi-County, and it's always fun and exciting. And we haven't been in the so-called big gym in a few years, so our girls are really excited about that.
Talk about your game the other night. I know it's always tough to beat a team twice in the same year, especially within 4 days of each other or however long it was. Yeah. What do you feel like you did best?
I think, obviously we played them the Friday night before, so our girls watched the game film, and we kind of went over some things and some factors that we wanted to key in on as far as understanding where we were at on the defensive ends, playing from the inside out, not giving up bunnies or bailing them out underneath. And I thought we did a better job actually on Tuesday night running the floor and making sure we had a 5 out in front. We tend to sometimes get lazy and tired and don't necessarily do that. Having 7 girls, right now 6 able bodies to be able to play the game makes it a little more difficult, as far as conditioning. But that's one of our biggest keys that we have to work on, is make sure that we're in shape, because our bench is not very deep, unfortunately, but there definitely is no excuse for playing time because there's plenty of it to be had.
I was going to say, the way you guys like to play, only having 6 healthy people, that puts a lot of pressure on those 6.
It does, but it gives our underclassmen and that opportunity to go in and get some of that experience. And a lot of our girls, really, we only have 2 upperclassmen, or 2 seniors. So a lot of them are inexperienced as far as being in that atmosphere. They've been in it a couple times, our sophomores have, but not enough to be able to be extremely confident in it. But hopefully, having had a lot of reps and being able to get in there and do the different things throughout the season helps us in the long run when it comes down to what everybody's working towards, come February.
Yeah. Let's talk about a scouting report now for what you told your girls about Glenn. I mean, this seems like 2 drastically different styles. I mean, I doubt you guys have changed a whole lot since the last time I saw you. You still want to get out and run the floor and make it a full court game. They're more than happy to just drop back into the trenches and slug you. So, I mean, it's like 2 drastically different approaches to how you're going to do this.
Right. I mean, obviously they can shoot the ball. Reese does a really good job of knocking down shots from the outside, and we have to know where their shooters are. But, if they slow it down, who knows, it may be beneficial for us as far as, our numbers go, and hope, we can't get in foul trouble. So that's a big thing for us as well. But just understanding, it doesn't, if the other team wants to slow it down and play their style of game, that's fine, but we have to make sure we stick to our guns and continue to do what we know how to do, because if we try to play the other team's game, we get into times where we don't quite understand what's going on. And I think our seniors, Gabby and Sarah, do a very good job of picking the girls up and making sure we're all on the same page. We're still talking about teenagers, so you're going to have those oopsies and things like that. But the good thing is our freshmen, our lone freshmen and our sophomores are very experienced. And a lot of other teams, you have a lot of upperclassmen that are playing, so that those underclassmen, it takes it a year or 2 to figure it out. But I think our girls are right where we want them to be, especially come here now that we're getting to the end of the season.
Earlier you mentioned playing time, and that's got to be a benefit, like you just mentioned. I mean, your younger girls have been out there; they faced the fire, they know what to expect, and a lot of teams they don't have that.
Right, and they're still. I mean, like I said, they're teenage girls, so they're still going to make mistakes. But understanding, we've had some games this year where we've been up, coming down with a minute to go, and not taking an outside shot unless 100% you're going to make it. Work the ball around, and if you have a wide open layup, go ahead and take it. But if you're only up a few points, we're not trying to take those outside shots when we have the lead. So we've been able to kind of talk that out with the girls and communicate that with them. Even coming down and being on the opposite side of that, being down with under a minute to go and down a few points, and understanding, when you have to foul or when you need to deny or when you need to get up and play defense, and you can't be as selective with different things that you're doing. But the good thing is all of our girls have been in that situation. And hopefully that is beneficial to us, in the long run.
Talk about your girls tonight. I mean, I'm sure you got a checklist of things you need to get done to get a win. What are some of the things on that list?
Our biggest thing is we talk about communication. Life is a lot easier no matter if you're playing a basketball game or if you're, in the classroom or, in your job later on, or even within your family. Communication is a key thing. And sometimes I kind of question why they don't do it, because I feel like off the court, they don't stop talking, but, just tell them what you're doing. You don't even have to tell them what they need to do. Tell them what you're doing, so we're not all doing the same thing at once. We don't need 3 people in a trap. We don't need 3 people going to the same spot. Just things like that. So communication has been one of our biggest things. But rebounding, we're not very tall. Our tallest girl in Sarah Thompson's 5'8". So, we have to make sure that we're boxing people out, but also go get the ball. Just because we boxed out doesn't mean our job's done. And sometimes we tend to think that, well, I boxed my girl out, so it should be good. But, some of that comes with being young. And then the other thing is, like we've said, run the floor, and get 50-50 balls. Those are the 4 things that we talk about every game, before every game, and, try to win the first 4 minutes and then go from there, win the next 4, and so on.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time, and good luck to you tonight. I guess we'll see you in a few hours.
Sounds good. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Aubrey Lady, the head coach at Oregon Davis. And Ryan Reese, head coach of the John Glenn Lady Falcons, joins me, and we were just talking a little bit off the air, man. That score the other night, I don't. I've seen Culver play. Holding them to 13 points has got to be very satisfying.
Yeah, we looked through our schedule, and we take pride in trying to hold teams to the lowest offensive production throughout our schedule. So we've been fortunate to do that quite a few times this year. Girls have done a nice job, and it's funny, as a coach, you're never satisfied. Like the 3 that they scored the first half was off of a bad rotation, the girl not pushing the girl she was supposed to a certain way. So, you still had to let them know. But yeah, I was pretty happy with the 3.
And we've talked about this before too, about how getting your girls to buy into this mentality that, you're just not going to score on us. I've seen a lot of girls programs at the next level, college level, play that really high octane, crazy game they play where they're subbing every possession change, and and they're scoring a lot of points, and they're playing a really, really strong team. But this is just, we're going to lock in. This is trench warfare. We're just going to lock in here, and you just aren't going to get anything.
You're right. I mean, and I know it's sometimes, even from the fans' perspective, probably hard to watch because we don't score a lot. And I know people like to see the ball go through the hole. I mean, so I get that. But also, with who we have, with the girls that we have, I think this has just been the best fit for them. Would I love to score 40 or 50 a game? Absolutely. And then we could tweak things. But where we're at right now, the girls have bought in. And you're right. I mean, they take pride in their defense and trying to limit teams to 1 shot.
That takes pressure off your offense, though. I mean, you don't have to be perfect any night because you've got, defense to fall back on. You can take that every night.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to not have worry about having to adjust a ton to our defense in terms of girls knocking down shots and having to tweak things. But when we do, I think that's when the pressure sets in. And so hopefully we don't get to that point, but that'll be a learning curve there for us.
What do you think you did best the other night?
I can't harp on enough how proud I am of the girls, just their IQ in terms of understanding the personnel when we give them. I mean, when we give them girls, we stress 2 or 3 girls, but sometimes we stress 4. And like the Culver game, we stress 4 different girls and what their strong suits are and what we need to do to take them out of their game to make them uncomfortable. And for the most part, we did a really good job of making sure we knew where their shooters were, where Schlemmer was, and then Barrett can hit shots set, and making sure McLuhan, we were pushing her to the left. I mean, everything that we talked about, I was just impressed with our girls on how well they implemented it on the floor.
And it's funny you mentioned that, but they scored 13 points and they have 4, and you 4 players that could score 13 any given night, and to hold them to that as a team, I don't mean to harp on it, but man, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, no, and that was great. We had a couple girls too that were playing starting roles that kind of filled in here or there. So even for us to be able to do that with those girls, and those girls knowing, hey, it's my time to step up defensively, that was exciting for me.
Talk about the offensive side of the ball. What did you see the other night?
Callie's been consistent for us. I mean, she's knocked down shots for us. So that's always nice that we don't feel like we have to worry about her getting her shots. She's got confidence too, which is good too. When kids lose confidence and they're a shooter, can make it difficult from time to time. You go through stretches. So she's confident shooting the basketball. Rory Winchell hit a couple shots that were big for us in the corner. A couple threes, and I know she hasn't shot the ball real well this year, but she stepped up and has knocked down, and I think she's gained some confidence, especially with Mia being out and losing a little bit of scoring there. She's been confident and taking over that role and understanding, we can't just rely on one person. I think I can't say enough about Ari Stanley. I mean, she is just a workhorse on the boards, and she started to score a little bit more last game, be a little bit more aggressive. It makes it fun to watch because it feels like hopefully she's getting to that point later on the season here going into sectional time, and we're Bi-County tournament time. Like that's when you want it to happen.
Yeah. Talk about OD tonight. I mean, what do you see when you look at them? What's the scouting report on them?
They play hard. I mean, they pick up and they pressure you in the full court, which they always have, right? And it's kind of a helter-skelter type of thing where they chase the ball around, and sometimes there's 2 girls or 3 girls on the ball. So we kind of talked about making sure we had good spacing, making sure we're not trying to dribble through 2 or 3 girls. We're trying to get the ball down the floor with a pass and making sure that girls are in the right spots to receive those passes. So timing was a huge deal in the full court. Like you're just getting it past that, and that you can attack that. I mean, now they're behind you and they're going to be chasing, but that we can attack. So we know they're going to pressure us in the full court, and then they're typically they drop into their 3-2 zone, and there are some things that we hope that we can find gaps and get. We feel like we can get some shots tonight. We just got to make sure that we knock down those shots. They play hard. Thompson's a good player inside for them. I mean, she's a 1,000-point scorer, right? So she's a kid who you just got to know where she's at. And Krause is a good shooter from the outside, 23. McMillan's still, I mean, she scores for them also. I mean, they're getting 55 shots a game up. So we just hopefully with our defense can limit that also.
How about your girls? I mean, what do you want to get better at tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're always hoping that we're going to score the basketball a little bit more. Nobody wants to stay in the 20s. But I think composure too. Like we've done better at handling pressure, with the exception of the Marquette game, and that was just a different beast right there.
Right, yeah.
But they are high powered. So with our girls handling pressure in the full court, they've done a nice job. We've done some things to try to relieve pressure by bringing other girls back or screening and just trying to mix it up a little bit to relieve a bit of the pressure for Rory bringing the ball down the floor with a good defender on her. So I just hope we can continue to handle that pressure tonight. That's gonna be a big big point of emphasis for us going into tonight. And knowing where Thompson is going to be a big thing for us also. Like, we just got to make sure if we can limit her, our points will come. Ari stays aggressive. Callie knocks down her shots. We get a couple of those from a few of the other girls. And we feel like we'll be okay as long as we can compete defensively.
Well, Coach, good luck to you tonight, and guess we'll see you in a few hours.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Rusty. I appreciate it.
That's Ryan Reese, head coach of the John Glenn Lady Falcons. We'll be right back.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
At Marshall County REMC, they are more than just your electric provider. They're your neighbors, your partners, and your connection to a brighter future. Since 1936, they have been powering homes, farms, and businesses with reliable service, innovative energy solutions, and a commitment to our community that never wavers. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping our community strong. Marshall County REMC, powering progress, powering you. Learn more at marshallremc.com.
Here's your starting lineup, brought to you by First Federal Savings.
Okay, let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for Glenn, it's going to be May Park, Kenzie Vermillion, Rory Winchell, Callie Reese, and Ariana Stanley. And for Oregon Davis, Trinity Vashon, Gabriella Krause, Madison Zelaya, Sarah Thompson, and Erin McMillan. Name to watch there, Sarah Thompson. I believe she's a 1,000-point scorer for them. She is quite a player. And joining me here for our play-by-play action, Trey Hall. And like I said, you've seen at least one of these teams play. You know what you're going to be watching tonight.
I've seen one, and I'm ready to see the other one. After everybody keeps saying they're getting up and down the court, I mean, you look at that bench and you have one sub. What?
I don't know if you heard us talking to Aubrey Lady earlier today, but that was a topic of discussion. But over the years, I've talked with her about it. Says that's one thing, if you're going to play basketball at OD, you better be in shape. And that is exactly what they are. And the tip will go to OD. It's going to be Krause bringing it up. Right side goes to McMillan. Back to Krause. Zelaya will take the three off the back of the rim. Basketball on the floor. Bodies rolling around for it. Jump ball, and it'll belong to Glenn. They'll have their first possession. You really see two teams tonight. It's going to be drastically different. OD is going to play end-to-end, and they are in full court pressure already. Pass will come in, knocked away, and into the hands of Sarah Thompson. Has Zelaya now back into the middle, trying to get to Thompson, knocked away. And the steal by May Park will give it back to Glenn. Both teams trade turnovers there. No score, we're just underway. Glenn against OD here in Bi-County action, Everwise Bi-County action. And zone defense here in the half court by OD. Rory Winchell thought about it, kicks it underneath, has Stanley there. She'll try to kick it back out for the three to Callie Reese and throws it out of bounds, and Glenn. 2 turnovers now on their first 2 possessions. Little full court pressure here by the Falcons as they'll bring it up. Sarah Thompson with it. Gives it over to Krause. Now Zelaya back to Krause. Looking underneath, trying to sort things out. And nobody moving a lot right now. Krause kills the dribble, has to give it up to somebody. Has Zelaya top of the key, back to Krause. Working right side. Trying to get her on the block to McMillan. Or I'm sorry, to Thompson. And they'll get it to her down there. Turns and faces, goes to the bucket. Misses the shot. Rebound comes down. Krause will take the three. No good. Rebound that comes down to McMillan. She can't hit it. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay OD basketball. A lot of shots down there, but no points yet. 6:27 to play here in the first. I got a whistle, and
Tying
I tell you, these officials, they're all over that shoe tying, man. The other night, they stopped in the middle of a full court run. Hey, you got your shoe untied. I'm like, wow. I never would have seen that even if he was sitting next to me. Pass comes in to McMillan. Now ball on the floor. A lot of people rolling around trying to grab it. And here he is, Stanley in there, kind of somersaults through the pile. It'll stay OD ball on the held possession. Krause looking to throw it in, gets it to Zelaya. Working right side off the screen. Krause passes up the shot. Comes back the other way. Krause, Zelaya, now McMillan will take the three and bury it. Confident three from McMillan. And it's 3-0 OD. Up quickly, Winchell has it to Stanley underneath in a bucket. Good play by Glenn to get into that full court run. Now a pass down on the baseline by OD, rolls out of bounds. Krause can't bring it back in. And Glenn will have it back. They'll face full court pressure. 5:48 to play in the first, 3-2 OD. Pass comes in long to Stanley, now to Winchell. Going up the right side all the way to the bucket, lays it up and in. Rory Winchell with the bucket on the assist from Stanley. It's 4-3 now. John Glenn. Right side, McMillan to the bucket, lays it up and in. Aaron McMillan, 5-4 now. OD up quickly. May Park in transition. Reese has Stanley coming down the paint and knocked out of her hands on the way to the bucket. It'll stay Glenn basketball. I really did not expect this pace of play.
It's been quick for both ends, not just one this time.
Glenn able to get out and get some buckets on the transition. Quick inbound. And all alone under the basket. Callie Reese.
That's what you're going to need is Glenn, those quick buckets once you get the ball.
Down quickly all the way to the baseline. Krause now has Thompson just shy of three. Sarah Thompson right out near the top of the key makes it 7-6 OD. Up quickly right side. May Park in the corner. Now gives it up. Reese in transition for three. Callie Reese hits the bucket. Makes it 9-7 Oregon or Glenn now. Krause, she'll take the three. In and out. Rebound in the corner. Comes down to McMillan. Thompson going to take the 20-footer off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Zelaya. And now another three from Krause. Won't drop. And the rebound knocked into the hands of Thompson. And she'll go to the bucket, misses it. This pace of play, I got to feel, is exactly what OD wants.
Definitely what they want. And, I mean, you can see it just in the defensive end for John Glenn. I mean, what was that, 4 offensive rebounds?
Just a lot of offensive rebounds so far for OD. Kylie Vermillion going to come off the bench as Thompson hits the free throw, makes it 9-8, John Glenn. Vermillion will come in. May Park will take a seat. Second shot by Thompson is up. That one is good as well. Sarah Thompson with 4 points now. And 9-9 our score. Up quickly. Rory Winchell on the left wing. Dribbles back to the middle. Has it over to Reese. Back to Winchell, top of the key. Vermillion on the right side. Now all the way over the left side. Reese. Lob pass across to Kenzie Vermillion. Baseline to Stanley. She gets fouled on the way there. Foul is going to be on number 45. That is Erin McMillan. That'll be her first. Sends Stanley to the line for the first time. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Free throws are probably going to come in big here tonight. They have the first couple of games, at least the ones here at LaVille. The other night in the boys and girls game, Stanley's second free throw is up. She'll give Glenn the 10-9 lead. Now full court pressure. by Glenn. Knocked out of bounds on defense by Rory Winchell. It'll stay. Oregon Davis basketball. Comes into Kraus. She'll try to work it up against man-to-man pressure. Gets down the right side, double teamed. Knocked out of bounds by Winchell. It'll stay Oregon Davis basketball. Madison Zelaya going to come over and throw it in. Has Kraus. Works to Thompson. Now left side, Kraus looking in the middle. Lob underneath. Thompson under the basket too far. Won't get it to fall. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And it will go to Glenn. OD going to drop out of that full court pressure here. They trail at 10-9. 3:41 to play in the first. Left side has Reese. Reese cross court into the hands of Kenzie Vermillion. Now Winchell has Reese left side. Kylie I should say Vermillion. Can't even read my own writing. Callie Reese now. Kylie on the left side looking in the middle. Has Stanley on the block. Turns and faces. Kraus guarding her. Triple team now. Kicks it back out to Kylie. Right side, Reese for three. Will not drop. And rebound fought for on the floor. It's McMillan. Jump ball called as she's tied up down there by Kylie, and it'll belong to Glenn. 3:06 to play in the first. 10-9 our score. Pass will come in from Winchell into the corner. Reese will take the three off the back. And the rebound high in the air comes down to the hands of Sarah Thompson, her third already. Kraus will push it up the floor. Right side, backs it out now. Kicks it left side to McMillan. She'll try the paint, cut off. Right side, going to be a three attempt, no good. Rebound hits the Stanyard. I know that's not what it's. I don't believe Nick Cheney anymore. I just don't.
I don't know. There's too many names for different things.
He could have been making that up years ago. 10-9 the score, 2:43. Rory Winchell dribbles it across, instantly double teamed. Kind of surprised her. She'll get called for the travel. 3 turnovers now for Glenn. And OD will have it back. Gabriella Kraus. Top of the key has Zelaya, now McMillan. Back to Zelaya, back to McMillan. She'll drive it into the paint, throws one up, no good. Rebound on the ground, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Oregon Davis basketball. 2:22 to play, a 10-9 Glenn lead. We're in the first. Everwise Bi-County action. Pass comes into the corner. McMillan has it knocked out of her hands by, see who it is down there. That is Kenzie Vermillion. And it'll stay OD basketball. Pass goes deep, knocked out of bounds out there, and it's going to be off the hands of Zelaya. Good defensive play there by Kylie Vermillion. And so Glenn will have it back with 2:20 to play. 10-9 the score. Rory Winchell brings it across, nowhere to go. Pass is thrown out wild out in the front court. Everybody chasing it around. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll belong to Oregon Davis. A 4th turnover for Glenn. 2:11 to play, 1 point. John Glenn lead 10-9. Kraus, right side, now back to Kraus, left side, and she'll travel with it. 2 turnovers now for OD. And with 2:04, Glenn will have it back. Both teams struggling on the offensive end. Pass right side to Kylie. Looking into the paint, gets double teamed and fouled. And that one's going to be on Madison Zelaya. That'll be her first.
Foul 25, Zelaya, her first.
Pass will come in from Vermillion. Has Stanley cut off. Corner it goes to Kylie. She'll take the shot. Buries it. Kylie Vermillion with a three.
Kylie Vermillion.
13-9. OD with the ball. Partially blocked three-pointer in the corner on the floor. Everybody diving for it. It's going to be Thompson and Reese tie each other up, so it'll stay OD basketball. The minute 38 to play, Glenn leads at 13-9. Pass comes into Thompson and Winchell. Not just a little bit too much. Rory Winchell will get her first foul.
Her first. Substitution for Oregon Davis, number 51, Victoria Nagai.
Victoria Nagai comes on. Now we got a whistle as Callie Reese also going to sit down for Glenn.
Substitution for John Glenn, number 5, Carson Bogart.
And Carson comes on for Glenn. 13-9 the score, minute 27. Ball knocked out of bounds, a foul there, and it's going to be on number 4, Kylie Vermillion.
Kylie Vermillion, her first.
First foul for her. Minute 26 to play here in the first. It's going to send Sarah Thompson to the free throw line. And that shot is no good. Now we got, not sure what the problem is here. They're going to bring Thompson over the sideline.
Blood on the jersey, but went to the wrong coach.
Took her to the Glenn sideline, and she's going to have to either change the jersey or she's shooting free throws, so she's going to have to do something quickly. As with 1:26 left, it's 13-9. John Glenn lead. They're going to attend to her. I mean, this has been, it's really interesting the way this has gone. I mean, John Glenn not afraid to get out and run with these guys.
I mean, you look at it, both teams really aren't doing too bad, either on offense or defense, and they're not doing too great. It's been a lot of turnovers, but then it's also been great defense. And then on the other end, same thing.
Shots not falling. So now they're going to make a substitution. Erin McMillan will shoot the second free throw here while Thompson has her jersey looked to. And that one is no good. So the rebound comes down to Bogart. Carson Bogart kicks it in the corner to Winchell. No good. Stanley fights for the rebound, trying to find some space underneath. It won't fall. And the rebound comes down to Nagai. So Nagai with the board.
And she's got blood on her hand.
And we've got more blood. So now,
and so goes back in.
Gabriella Krause will have to come over and be looked to. She got elbowed right in the nose. And she's being looked to by the trainer down here in the corner. So Sarah Thompson will come back. It looks like whoever did the laundry did it very quickly. 13-9. OD with the basketball. They trail it. They get it to Thompson. She'll kick it in the corner. Top of the key has McMillan. Zalea down in the corner to Nagai. No good. Krause will, I should say, well, I'll tell you what, Erin McMillan hits her second three. She is not shy. Makes it 13-12, 44 seconds. Winchell, corner to Stanley, tries to drive, cut off. Gets it back to Winchell. Now to Kylie. Right side, looking for somebody to come through. Nobody there. Bogard will get it. Dribbles it, gives it over to Winchell. Down on the baseline. Stanley driving it. Has it partially blocked by Thompson, who comes out of there with it. Tries to bring it up herself. Gets it into the corner. Shot with 12 seconds left is no good, and it'll go back to John Glenn as the rebound knocked out of bounds. Coming to the floor now for Glenn. Wright will come onto the floor, I believe.
Reese returns.
So we've got several numbers that aren't on the official roster. I was told there weren't any additions. Well, there clearly are. 7 seconds now. Drive and a charging foul on Winchell. Lizzie Wright, I was exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah. See, I did that without even thinking. See where we're going? That was a good one, wasn't it? 13-12, 3.4 seconds. It comes in. McMillan drives it, shoots it, no good at the buzzer. So we have played 1 quarter of action. We go to the first break. This has been a bloody slugfest, literally. 13-12 the score. Glenn with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's Everwise Bi-County action on Max 98.3.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
MCF got its start in 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today, we offer lightning-fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
California. Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Everwise Bi-County action. Glenn has it in out of the quarter break. A lot of contact, bodies on the floor, and they'll lose possession. So we got a whistle, and I'm not sure if a timeout or what's going on here, but we've got Zalea on the floor still. It's a huge collision on the inbound pass as Rory Winchell tried to come across the floor. And so they'll let Zalea get up, and now we'll start again. 7:50 to play in the second. 13-12 the score. Pass goes underneath. Thompson kicks it out top of the key. Right side, Zalea in the corner. Kicks it back out top of the key. Three-point attempt, and it goes down. Trinity Vassan on the bucket. 15-13 now. Oregon Davis with the lead. Winchell, top of the key, has Kylie. Back to Winchell. Into the corner. That is right. Now all the way back out top of the key to Reese. And back to Winchell on the left side. Gives up the shot. Passes it back to Reese. Three-point attempt by Kylie. She'll bury it. Second bucket. Actually, it's the first by Kylie. Kenzie had one earlier. So pass goes top of the key to Zalea. Now into the corner, Basham. McMillan with it. Three attempt there by Basham. No good. Rebound in the hands of Callie Reese, and Glenn will push it all the way to the baseline. Stanley cut off by Thompson. Needs help. Coming down the paint, and a layup by Winchell. Good court vision. As Stanley gets the assist, Winchell the bucket, makes it 18-15 now. Glenn, right side knocked out of bounds. And now we're going to have Kenzie Vermillion come back. And taking her first break will be Rory Winchell. And coming on here, coming back after hopefully having her nose fixed. Boy, she got, they've got the cotton wadding in there.
She's got it in both of them.
She got nailed with an elbow, and so it's good to see Gabriella Krause come back. She's dribbling out top of the key, and boy, I'll tell you what, there's a three by McMillan. She's just cold-blooded. Just stood there and buried another three from way downtown. Ties it at 18. Right side has right, top of the key to Kylie. Left side, Reese. Corner it goes, Stanley. Back to Reese. She'll take the three off the front of the rim. Rebound on the ground and taken away by Stanley underneath. She'll get the board. Boy, Ariana Stanley just playing a heck of a game right now. She's everywhere. Three shot by McMillan, no good. Rebound to Thompson. Gets forced out of bounds with it, and it'll turn it over. There's three turnovers for OD here. Glenn with four. And now Callie Reese will dribble it up for John Glenn. 2018 lead for the Falcons. Pass into the paint to Kenzie. Top of the key, Kylie. Gets it into the hands of Reese on the left side. Back to Kenzie. Back to Kylie on the left. Top of the key, Kylie. In the corner to Reese. Top of the key, Kinsey. Right side. No, they're going to go in the middle to Stanley. Kicks it in the left corner to Reese. Ball loose, ends up in the hands of Kinsey Vermillion, not a Kylie Vermillion. On the block, trying to drive his right. Nothing there. Kicks it to the other corner to Reese. Top of the key now to Kinsey. Now on the block, right, working her way in and gets caught in the paint off her feet. So the turnover will give it back to OD. Empty possession, but Falcons still lead at 20-18. Kraus working on the right side. Trying to, nobody moving right now on the half court for OD. McMillan now takes it top of the key, back to Kraus. Back to McMillan, she's got another open look and bang! They just will not close on her, and she's making them pay. 4 threes now for Erin McMillan. She's got 14 points, and it's 21-20, Oregon Davis. Right in the corner. Out top of the key, Reese, she'll drive it to the block. All alone underneath right for the bucket. Good vision by Reese on the assist. 22-21, 4 minutes even to play here in the half. Kraus kills the dribble. Gets it to McMillan, top of the key, back to Kraus. Back to McMillan. She'll try to drive it, kicks it to Kraus on the right side. They get it on the block to Thompson. And a shot from 15 by Nagai, no good. Reese out of there with her second rebound. She'll bring it across, gets it to Kinsey on the left side. Top of the key, Kylie, the Vermillion sisters. Stanley turns, has it taken out of her hands by Nagai. A steal and a 6th turnover. 22-21, OD with the ball, they trail it by 1. In the corner, Zalea back to Kraus for 3. Gabriella Kraus just buries a 3, makes it 24-22. Kinsey Vermillion to Kylie, back to Kinsey. Baseline, right with the pass, and it's going to bring a timeout here from Scott Reese. Wants to talk it over. So Ryan, I should say, he wants to talk it over. Scott's his older brother. Sorry about that. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll have more from the Everwise Bi-County. I'll try to sort out who's and brothers and sisters and the whole thing by the time we get back.
Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Well, we're back. I at least know it's Daly Cox Gymnasium. I at least know that it's the Everwise Bi-County. Oh, man. Got too many brothers and sisters playing in this tournament. The Vermillion sisters for Glenn, and then Ryan Reed's the head coach here for Glenn. His brother Scott, I remember he's a heck of a coach too, heck of a baseball player.
Even got those 2 Argus boys still.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, we'll bring that in now. Glenn has it. They'll bring it in. Corner it goes to Kinsey. Top of the key, Bogard. Back to Kinsey on the left wing. Top of the key to Reese. Now Kinsey again. Stanley at the free throw line. Kicks it to Bogard. Drives, cut off. Left side now. Kinsey gets it to Stanley in the paint. Turns, kicks to Bogard. No shot. Now Reese will take it from the top of the key. Misses it all. Goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to OD. But not bad movement on the basketball. Just couldn't couldn't bury the shot.
It was a great ball movement. Just had a wide open shot and missed it.
2:28, 24-22. Kraus, real close to a travel. Gets it down in the corner to McMillan. They'll get it to Thompson in the paint. Now a 3 attempt off the rim by Vachon. And chasing it into the corner, McMillan goes into the stands. And it'll go to Glenn, but a great hustle effort there by McMillan, who's having a great first half. Reese will bring it up to Bogard. Now back to Reese out near the timeline. Takes it left side to Kinsey. Looking in the middle, nothing there. Has it to Bogard on the left side. Top of the key, Reese. Left corner to Bogard. She'll take the left-handed three and bury it. Carson Bogard with a bucket. Makes it 25-24. Glenn now. Callie Reese, her second assist. Corner. Shot by Bashan. No good. Rebound. Long one. Goes out of bounds on the opposite side, and it'll go to Glenn. 25-24. Minute 35 to play here in the half. Kinsey Vermillier has it right side. Reese back to Vermillier. Bogard now on the left side. She'll dribble it forward, kicks it in the corner to Reese. Cross court to Kinsey. Back to Bogard. Corner it goes to Reese. Kinsey at the top of the key. Back to Reese on the left wing. Coming off a screen, Bogard. Get it to Stanley in the paint. Nowhere to go. She'll kick it back to Bogard, top of the key. Drives it. Knocked out of her hand. Goes into the hands of Trinity Vachon. And a seventh Glenn turnover. Up quickly. Right side. Vachon being guarded by Bogard. Gives it up to Krause. Back to Vachon. Looking across court as a pass. Tipped right into the hands of Kinsey Vermillier. She'll try to take it to Bogard. She tries to take it to the paint. Nothing there. Her pass intercepted by Vachon. Up quickly. Pass knocked away, and Bogard with the steal. Bringing it, trying to go coast to coast. Cut off at the block and travels with it. So the team's trading turnovers here. And bringing it up will be Cross for OD. They trail it by one, 25-24. 18 seconds. In the corner, Vachon with a wide open three. No good. Thompson over the top of Stanley. Knocks it out of bounds, but it's going to stay. OD basketball. 11.8 seconds. Krause to trigger it in under the basket. Has Thompson out near the top of the key. Drives it. Lays it up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it in. Sarah Thompson, 4 rebounds. 6 points. At the buzzer. Just short. And that's going to end the first half. It has been a battle. Oregon Davis with 26 and Glenn with 25. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament.
Trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana, serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with max checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Back at Dale E. Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon along with Trey Hall tonight. Bi-County semifinal action, Everwise Bi-County semifinal action. Tonight, it is game one, Glenn and Oregon Davis. OD holding a 1-point lead. And this has been literally a bloodbath to start this first half. Several players having to get blood washed off uniforms, off of faces. It's been rough.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it at the beginning. It was going to be a battle in the trenches. I don't know that we're in the trenches right now compared to basketball terms, but it's still definitely been a battle up and down the court instead.
And, I think that's probably what Scott Reese is talking about right now in the, I don't even know where I'm at. Talking about in the locker room right now is that they're kind of playing OD's game right now.
Yeah, if I was him, I mean, I am a coach, but I don't know as much as him, and I'm not on his team, and I don't know his talent, but playing against them, we started out kind of the same way with them. But that second half, he went in and he changed something. And I think the biggest thing he's going to talk about is our turnovers because we're getting sped up and playing with Oregon Davis. But then also, once you get in that half court, we're going to have to be looking inside to be able to kick out of their zone.
You can tell who likes to play this speed because you've got John Glenn at halftime with 9 turnovers, OD with 3. You can tell OD's used to this, and John Glenn isn't. But that said, they've still been able to do well in transition for long periods of time, especially in the first quarter, staying with OD in basically running the basketball.
Oh, yeah, and that's a different thing. I mean, that's another thing that you're going to have to add on in this halftime change. You're either going to have to bring pressure, or when you do get back as John Glenn on defense, you're going to have to find those 2 shooters. I mean, it's only been 2 of them, and one of them's had like 4 3-pointers. You're going to have to find her and stop her from shooting to be able to win this game.
Yeah, Erin McMillan has had just an amazing first half. She got open looks, and boy, whenever she got an open look, she buried it. 4 threes for her. Let's go ahead and run down the scoring for you. McMillan with 14 points in that first half. Sarah Thompson had 6, but had 4 rebounds to go with it. Trinity Vachon with a 3 for 3. Gabriella Krause with a 3 for 3. And for Glenn, it was Kenzie Vermillier and Kylie Vermillier, both with 3-point baskets for 3 points. Rory Winchell had a couple of buckets, 4 points for her. She also had 3 assists. Callie Reese with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for her as well. Ariana Stanley with 5 points and 2 assists. Surprisingly, only 1 rebound for Stanley. They've been able to keep her neutralized underneath. She is a huge force under the basket. And just 1 rebound for her in that first half. Carson Bogart came off the bench, buried a 3 for 3. Liz Wright came off the bench and had a bucket for 2. And that's your scoring. But that's really the 2 things in this game that have surprised me. Sarah Thompson, even though she's got 6 points and 4 rebounds, has basically not been able to get the kind of touches that I'm sure they want her to have in the paint. Stanley, the same thing, has been neutralized in it.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing that both coaches are focusing on for their defensive end is holding the 2 bigs and keeping them out. You look at it, both teams are going into either a 2-3 and a 3-2, and that's just to force both teams to shoot. I mean, you're not really pressuring the ball. You're kind of staying off and making them have to shoot instead of passing it inside.
Take a break. We come back. We'll continue our halftime show. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of the Everwise Bi-County Tournament. Halftime score, Oregon Davis leads this one 26-25 over Glenn. Don't forget, coming up later, it's going to be an interesting one. Bremen takes on LaVille in Game 2 in girls action here in the semifinals. So lock in for the whole night. It's going to be a while.
Restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, Cooling of Plymouth has become one of the leading service companies in northern Indiana. Serving Marshall, Stark, St. Joe, Fulton, LaPorte, Elkhart, and Kosciuszko County since 2014. They specialize in residential, commercial plumbing, heating, and cooling services. They also handle drain cleaning, water heater repair, commercial refrigeration, furnaces, generators, and much more. And they're the area's only York brand dealer. That's why Michiana has made Absolute Heating and Cooling their one-stop shop for service needs. Locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience in the trade. Visit their website at absolutephc.com for complete service information. Absolute Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, the area's top York brand dealer.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with max checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon along with Trey Halls. We get ready to start quarter number 3, and it has been everything we thought it was going to be, a battle. 26-25, Oregon Davis leading that battle right now. And we're not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. There's a lot of schools already canceling. Haven't heard from Plymouth, but I know Triton has canceled. Argus has canceled. Bremen is canceling as well so far. Haven't heard anything from Plymouth or some of the others, but you know how that's going to affect tomorrow night's tournament games. The semifinals for the boys is supposed to take place here tomorrow night, and we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think, from what I've heard, they're not going to make a decision till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that plays out. OD will have it out of the halftime break, and Krause will bring it up, get it to McMillan. Off the screen, but Sean back to Krause. Looking in the paint, nobody there. Back to McMillan. Krause trying to get it to Thompson. They'll get it to her. She'll kick it. But Sean for a 3 off the back of the rim, almost killed it in there. And Callie Reese comes out of there with a rebound, her 3rd. Up quickly. And May Park back onto the floor as both teams bring out their starters. Ariana Stanley has it in the paint, kicks to Park, corner to Kinsey. Top of the key, Reese, corner to Winchell. Thought about it, gives it up to Reese. Top of the key to Kinsey. She'll go off a screen from Park. Right side, Winchell, looking for somewhere to go, gives it back to Park. Reese, top of the key, Kinsey. Right side to Park. Top of the key to Winchell as Glenn works around the perimeter trying to find something open in the middle. Callie Reese. Left side has Kinsey. Crosses it to Reese on the right side. She'll drive it a bit, gets to the block, kicks it. Winchell to Park on the left side. Down in the corner, Stanley. And Glenn continues to work against this zone. 6:40 to play. Winchell, right side, has Reese. This has been a very long possession. Corner, Winchell will take the 3 off the rim, and Thompson Gets the box out, gets her 5th rebound. Pushed up to Kraus. Bashan with a 3 in transition. Won't drop. Thompson gets the rebound, carries it out of bounds. And it'll belong to Glenn. Like we said, coming up here after this one, it's Bremen against LaVille in what should be every bit as much of a battle as this one is in the girls' semifinals. Winner punches their ticket for the finals. 26-25, OD leads, 6:05 to play. Callie Reese dribbles, kicks it to Kinsey. Vermillier, right side to Winchell. Top of the key, Reese looking inside, gets it to Kinsey, almost has it taken out of her hands by Zalea. Now it goes to Park on the left side, gets it to Winchell. Cross court, Reese, baseline drive, kicks it. Kinsey has Park, top of the key. Stanley on the block, ball on the floor. Thompson and Stanley both dive for it, and they're going to call Thompson with the foul. First foul here on Thompson. 5:35 to play. Pass comes into Reese. Triple team. Gets it up to Park. Now to Kinsey Vermillier. Inside to Stanley. Corner. Wide open look from Reese. No good. Stanley with the rebound. It gets fouled on the way to the bucket, and quickly. Sarah Thompson has 2 quick fouls here in the third.
That's what you're looking to get every time down on the offensive end for John Glenn right there.
Number 30, Ariana Stanley, shooting 2.
Stanley will go to the free throw line here. First shot is up and no good. Ariana now 1 for 3 from the line. Was there earlier in the first quarter. She'll get a second one. 5:22 to play here in the third. 26-25, OD with the lead. Shot up. That one is good. We're tied. Ariana Stanley with 6 points now. Makes it 26-26. First point of the third quarter scored after 3 minutes have run off. Pass goes down to Thompson in the middle. And sneaking down and taking it out of her hands. Rory Winchell with the steal. 4 turnovers now for OD. Right side, Winchell into the corner. Has Kinsey. Stanley turns, kicks. Reese wide open for 3 off the rim. And the rebound comes down to Gabriella Kraus. It's her second. Pushes it up. McMillan in transition. Waits for numbers, kicks it to Kraus. Vachon on the right wing. Gets it to Kraus, top of the key. Back to Thompson. Now McMillan with a look. Misses it this time. Finally misses one. And the rebound comes down to Winchell. She'll push it up herself. Gives it to May Park, then gets it back. Right corner, Reese had a look, drives it instead. Kicks it in the other corner to Park. Now to Stanley in the paint, 10-footer, rolls it in. Well, you can see the idea is we're going to get the ball in the middle to Stanley and see what happens, and it's 28-26 now. Glenn ahead. 4:11 to play, OD with the basketball. Zalea, McMillan, corner, Vachon wide open for a look, off the rim. Rebound fought 4 underneath. Rory Winchell comes away with her second board. Pushes it up right side, or left side, I should say, to Kinsey Vermillier. Paint, Stanley kicks it to Park in the corner. Loses the handle, gets it to Reese now on the right wing. Top of the key, Kinsey Vermillier. Left side, Winchell coming into the middle. Ariana Stanley quickly triple teamed. She'll kick it out. Reese has it in the corner. Gets it back, and now Glenn will work the perimeter, waiting for something to open up in the middle. Top of the key, Reese, good look. Off the front of the rim. McMillan comes away with her second rebound. Loses the handle at midcourt. Bodies flying everywhere. I think it's going to be on Stanley. No, it is going to be on Callie Reese. That'll be her first. They were both down there. Reese will get a break here in the third quarter with 3:24 to go as Kylie Vermillier will come on the floor. And Victoria Nagai for OD. Yeah, okay. Don't leave Erin McMillan anywhere where she can see the basket. Buries another 3. Makes it 28 or 29-28. She hasn't even hit the rim on any of those. 5 of them tonight. In the paint, Kinsey goes to May Park. Cross court to Winchell. She'll drive it to the block, gets fouled by Nagai. The underneath here.
Her first.
And Winchell will trigger it in. Quick pass in the paint to Stanley. 10 points now for Ariana Stanley. Makes it 30-29 Glenn. Bashan corner goes to McMillan. Drives it to the paint. Almost gets it to fall. Rebound by Thompson. No good. And now the rebound comes down to Kylie Vermillion. Her first. Winchell has it to Stanley in the paint. Kicks it. Kinsey in the corner. Back to Stanley. Lays it up and in. So Kinsey Vermillion with the assist. Stanley with the bucket. She's got 7 points here in the third quarter. Quick timeout by OD. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Max 98.3. Everwise Bi-County playoff action.
Funeral Home has been established in the community of Plymouth since 1879, and its staff is committed to providing care that goes beyond the expected in serving today's families who call Marshall County their home. They welcome families seeking options and alternative ways to pay tribute to someone, from burial packages to pre-planning to planning a checklist. The professionals, along with caring staff at Johnson Danielson, are available to assist your family 24 hours a day by simply calling 574-936-2829. Visit their website at johnsondanielson.com for a complete list of services. Johnson Danielson Funeral Home. Service beyond expectation.
Back at the Everwise Bi-County action. Daly Cox Gymnasium. Rusty Nixon along with Trey Hall as OT brings it in out of their timeout. They'll get it into Thompson in the middle. Misses everything, but the ball lands right in the hands of Zalea, who's underneath. And so she'll get a rebound, and now we're going to get another 30-second timeout. I don't think that's what Aubrey Lady felt was what she drew up.
That possession started out with great ball movement. I mean, by the time that you were talking, they had 5 passes in with 2 reversals, and then they had a good shot, just didn't hit the rim. And then, honestly, as any other coach, I don't think I want that timeout because he called a foul underneath the hoop. And last night when we had that, 2 nights ago when we had that, they let us take the foul.
They're going to get it out underneath, and we'll see what Coach has drawn up here. Having a talk with the official here for a second.
I think this one might be a lob right there to the middle.
Well, they want the ball in Thompson's hands, I'm sure, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Stanley almost takes it away. Thompson drives it, has it knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay Oregon Davis basketball, but you see both teams trying to force it into their outstanding players. Thompson, 1,000-point scorer at Oregon Davis. She is an outstanding middle. And Stanley having a great year for Glenn. 32-29. This quarter has been a battle of those two. 15-footer. Thompson buries it. Gets the pass at the free throw line, turns and shoots. 32-29 now. Up quickly, left side, Kinsey. Has it to Stanley. Winchell. Corner to Bogart, who came on during the timeout. Back to Kinsey, middle to Stanley. Double teamed instantly. Drives it, lays it up, won't fall. And Thompson, 7 rebounds now. On the break, McMillan underneath. I don't even know how she got the shot off. Caught the pass under the basket, spinning, lays it in, makes it 33-32. Now Oregon Davis. Corner, Bogart. Has Kylie. Cross court to Winchell, corner to Kinsey. Top of the key now, Bogart. She'll dribble it to the middle. Throws it over to Winchell on the left wing. Pass into the paint, knocked to the floor. And Zalea dives for it. She and Stanley in a major collision. And now Stanley going to come to the bench and take a little break here as Wright will come on. And Bashan will come back out for the game. 33-32, 52 seconds to play. Pass comes in. Wright, nowhere to go. Going to get a travel call. And 10 turnovers now for Glenn. That's going to be a point of emphasis, I got a feeling, after this one is over for Ryan Reese. Pass comes into Kraus. She'll push it across herself. Half-court defense now. Zone for Glenn. Thompson has it to McMillan. Another good look at three, and it won't drop this time. Rory Winchell with her third rebound. Pushes it up to Kenzie. Corner it goes to Kylie. Back to Winchell. Left side Bogart. Works it to the center. Nothing there. Pass goes off the hands of Kylie. She'll get it to Rory Winchell now. To sister Kenzie. She'll take it back right side. Kylie. Corner it goes to Bogart. Back to Kylie. Works it back to the middle. Has it stolen away by Zalea. 1-on-3. Has McMillan in transition. It won't drop. And the rebound in the hands of Kenzie Vermillion. And boy, hustle play by Madison Zalea. She's able to knock it away. So we will go to break. Yeah, this hasn't changed much in a quarter worth of action. 33-32, OD leads it. We will be right back.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today. McDonald's restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, we head to quarter number 4 of game 1 in the Everwise Bi-County Girls semifinals. OT leads at 33-32. And the Lady Cats will have it to get the quarter started. Kraus has it knocked out of her hands by Bogart. She'll try to take it to the rim, gets there, won't fall. And the rebound will come down in the hands of Zalea. We had a great third quarter with a lot of hustle plays. And so we're underway here in the fourth. OD has it back, knocked away by Bogart. In the hands of Kenzie Vermillion. Bogart for three in transition, rolls around and out. And the rebound comes down to Kraus. Vermillion got the steal. Bogart had the deflection. But they couldn't make it pay with points. 5 turnovers now for OD. In the paint, McMillan has Kraus. Thought about the three. Gets it to Thompson. Throws it out of bounds. It's going to stay OD basketball. This is off Rory Winchell's hand. Now Kraus going to come and take a seat as Nagai comes back out. And now Stanley will come on. And Wright will take a seat for Glenn. 7:06 to play. 33-32 OD. Pass. Comes into McMillan. Knocked away. Nagao covers it. Vashon for three on the left side. Misses everything, and Rory Winchell comes down with a board. Pushes it up. Ball along. Reese underneath. Can't get the layup. Rebound to Stanley. She'll hit it. She'll shoot free throws. Reese was too far underneath. Still able to get the shot up, but it wouldn't drop. And following, Stanley gets a rebound bucket, and she'll go to the free throw line here.
Stanley to shoot one.
Kraus will come back, 34-33. Oregon Davis faithful not happy with that, I take it. And Stanley will get a free throw. Shot is up, that one is good. So Stanley now with 15 points. 34-33, that's a big one. Gives Glenn the lead. OD with it, Thompson has McMillan. Cut off to Kraus. Tries to get Thompson again. A deflected pass. Ends up in the hands of Callie Reese. 6 turnovers now for OD. Winchell being hawked all the way down the floor by Zalea. Able to keep control, and Glenn will have it in the half court. Bogart back to Winchell. Zalea all over Rory Winchell. In the corner, Bogart Back to Reese. Cross over to Winchell in the left corner. To Kinsey. Cross court. Bogard for a 10-footer. Buries it. Carson Bogard with a bucket. Makes it 37-33, Glenn. Kraus now looking in the middle. Nothing there. Nobody moving. 5:56. Thompson gets it top of the key. Back to Kraus. Back to Thompson in the paint. She'll kick it. Kraus has McMillan. Tries to drive and is held up by Callie Reese. Second foul on Callie. 37-33. 5:46 to play. Pass comes into Thompson. She'll turn. Drives it to the block. Hits it. She gets fouled. Thompson now with 10 points, 7 rebounds for her to go with that. And this is going to be on Rory Winchell. That'll be number 3 on her. Thompson at the free throw line. Shot is no good, and the rebound long comes down to Stanley. And Glenn will have a shot at it. Up quickly, Winchell, right side, dribbles it back to the middle. Now back right side, Reese. Reese will take it into the paint area, kicks it instead. Now Winchell left side. In the corner to Stanley. Top of the key to Kinsey. Bogard alone for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound in the hands of Zelaya. Her third. And now pass up court. Ends up in the hands of Rory Winchell with a steal. 7 turnovers now for OD. Long 3 from Reese off the front of the rim. Stanley with a rebound. Going to get called for the foul as Zelaya went to the floor. And my guess is that Stanley may have been the cause of that. I don't think Ryan Reese agrees, but... And, yeah.
I don't see it.
We got the replay, man. I saw it.
Barely. It's not the two-hand push in the back that they're normally calling. That was kind of her leaning on her and following with her.
Thompson in the paint and can't get the hook shot to roll. And I think Stanley going to get another one here. Well, that one's going to be on Winchell. That's just as big. That's 4 on her. 37-35 the score, and Sarah Thompson at the line trying to tie it. Her first one is up. That one is good. 4 of 7 from the line for Thompson. May Park will come back to the floor. Rory Winchell will get a break. Second shot is up. That one is good. Makes it a tie at 37. 4:40. Pass to Stanley. Alone in the corner. Overshoots May. May Park was alone down there, and the pass just too high. She couldn't come down with it. Still tied at 37, 4:35 to play. Zelaya. Pass knocked away. Reese picks it up, and McMillan will get a foul trying to slow her down as she was off to the races.
That's her second.
8 turnovers now for Oregon Davis. 4 of those have been in this quarter. Pass comes into Reese. May Park has it to Kenzie Vermillier. Reese, right side, Park. Reese, Vermillier, left side, cross court. Reese on the right side now, cross court to Vermillier. She'll drive the baseline, cut off, kicks it back out to Reese on the right side. Dribbles, shoots, no good. Rebound is long, comes down in the hands of Bogard, who throws up a shot from 10. No good, and Thompson comes away. Rebound number 8 for her. Kraus pushes it up for OD. We're tied at 37, 3:53 to play. McMillan guarded up by Reese, gets it to Kraus. She'll dribble it over to the right side. Whistle, and we're going to have a foul. I believe that's going to go on Bogard. And it is Carson Bogard with the foul. That is her first. And looks like we're going to be shooting. Yep, we're going to be shooting. Looks like we're going to be shooting the rest of the way. As Falcons now in the bonus situation with 3:42 to play in this one. We're tied at 37. Shot is up and good by Kraus. Breaks the tie. Trying to give the Lady Cats a 2-point lead. Second shot is up. That one good as well. Kraus 2 for 2 at the line. 39-37 OD. Glenn with the ball. Bogard has Kinsey. Tries to take it to the block to Stanley, and we're going to get another foul here. I think that's going to be on Thompson. And that would be number 3 on her. And it is. Well, they only got her for 2, so don't ever believe me when I tell you how many fouls somebody has. I can't keep track of it. I don't know why. Now Callie Reese needs to inbound it. She'll get it to Bogart. In the corner, Reese has a wide open look at 3 and puts it down. Reese with a big 3. 8 points for her. Makes it 40-39. John Glenn. Corner. Vachon for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound deep in the corner. Chased down by Zalea. They get it into Thompson on the block, and she gets fouled, and that one is going to be on Stanley, I'm pretty sure. And it is. And I'm going to wait until they say her second before I say that's 2 fouls on her. 40-39, 3:13 to play. Sarah Thompson at the line. First one for her is off the front of the rim, no good. She'll get a second.
I know you said this earlier, but I think this game might come down to free throws.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen here. Second shot by Thompson. She hits that one. So Sarah Thompson now 3 of 5 from the line, makes it 40-40. 3:13 to play in the final quarter of regulation. Bogart has May Park, corner to Reese. And her pass just gets into the hands of Park. Has it knocked away. Bogart can't control it. And it rolls out of bounds. So Glenn with a turnover, only their second in this quarter. Only their third of the half. They had 9 in the first half. So they've cut that number way down. Tied at 40-257. Kraus for OD brings it up. Has Zalea. Kicks it in the corner all alone. Vachon for 3. Misses it all. And Winchell back on the floor comes up with rebound number 5. Up quickly, Bogart. Cross court to Reese. Winchell back to Bogart. Corner to Kenzie Vermillier. Goes to the opposite corner and hits it on the baseline. Another turnover. 13 now for Glenn. 40-40. 2:35 to play. OD will bring it up. Zalea looking down low. Nothing there. Now they'll get in the corner to McMillan. She'll drive it. Top of the key, Zalea. Right side to Kraus. Works it back to the middle with a dribble. Now kills it, needs help. Gets it to Thompson at the free throw line. Sarah turns, looks, nowhere to go. Gets it back to Kraus. Kraus will drive to the paint. Kicks to Vachon on the left side. Back to Kraus, top of the key. She'll back it out. Gives it to Thompson. Free throw line. Kicks it to Vachon for 3. In and out. Rebound. Comes down to Stanley. Her 5th. Tied at 40. Glenn with the ball. Pass goes to Reese. Deflected, but Winchell able to run it down. Bogart in the left corner. Gives it back to Winchell. Top of the key. Bogart now on the left wing. Throws it to Winchell who wasn't even looking. Bogart thought she was going to stay home. Tossed it and it just goes out of bounds. Another turnover, another empty possession. We're still tied at 40. And there's going to be a timeout here by Oregon Davis.
I think this timeout's got to be straight for just a break right now.
Minute 35 to play. Remember, they only have 6 bodies on the Oregon Davis sideline. We'll take a break. You're listening to Max 98.3's coverage of the Bi-County Tournament, brought to you by Everwise Credit Union. Don't go anywhere.
In 2018 with one goal: bring fast, reliable fiber internet to Marshall County. Today we offer lightning fast speeds, equal upload and download with no contracts and no install fees. Whether you're working from home or streaming all night, Marshall County Fiber keeps you connected. We might be the new kid on the block, but we're growing fast, just like our internet. Visit marshallfiber.com or call 574-223-2191. MCF, making rural connections possible.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with Max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, OD has it in out of their timeout. Sarah Thompson working at top of the key. Now Kraus with it out near the timeline. They'll set up the half court. Right side it goes to McMillan. Now out to Vachon. Left side to Kraus. Works back to the middle. Ball kicked by Kenzie Vermillier. And it'll stay Oregon Davis basketball. We're tied at 40. A minute 12 to play in regulation. And Kraus takes the inbound. She'll bring it over the timeline into the half court. Thompson, Vachon, now Kraus left side. Has it deflected. Nobody there. Bogart comes away with it, trying to go coast to coast, and it won't drop, but she gets fouled. Bogart in the right place at the right time. Comes away with the steal. And just couldn't roll it around the rim enough to get it in, but with 59 seconds, she'll shoot free throws. Shot is up and no good. She'll get a second one. We're tied at 40, under a minute to play here. At the Everwise Bi-County Girls semifinal, Bremen and LaVille waiting to play game 2. Bogart buries the second one. 41-40, 58 seconds left. And they call a play. Aubrey Lady has one she wants to run. We're going to get a turning the ball over. I haven't seen that in 100 years. Kraus called for turning it over. A turnover. 10th turnover for OD. 51 seconds left. And Ryan Reese wants to talk about it. We'll take a quick break. 41-40, John Glenn. 51 seconds left. We will be right back.
Restaurants in Plymouth and Bremen, Indiana are now owned and operated by local residents Bill and Flo Bolt. Bolt Enterprises are proud to own and operate all 4 McDonald's restaurants in Marshall County. Become part of the McDonald's family today with Bolt Enterprises McDonald's.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, timeout by Glenn. They want to talk about how they're going to hold this ball. I assume they're going to hold the ball. 51 seconds left. They'll have it in front of the Oregon Davis bench. Somebody got us to get open, and Reese does. She'll bring it across. Bogart. Ooh, dangerous pass to Stanley. And they're going to spread the floor and try to play keep away. Reese has Kenzie Vermillier. They'll come over and foul her, and it's going to be on Zalea. Second foul, 41-40. They still have, well, is that the 5th? Okay, that'll be foul number 5. So now both teams shooting free throws with 40 seconds left. Kenzie Vermillier, first time at the line tonight. First shot is up. And it is no good. What did I say?
Comes down to free throws.
Didn't I say it was going to come down to free throws?
Just like every game, though.
Every game comes down to free throws. Kenzie will get a second one. Ready to go. It's in the air. She'll bury that one. How many times you see that? Get that cover off the rim. 42-40. OD with the ball. They trail it. 33 seconds. In the corner, McMillan thought about the 3, pulls it back. Vachon has Kraus. Driving to the right side, 22 seconds left. Thompson into the block, and Aubrey Lady wants to talk it over. We'll keep it here. 19 seconds to go, a 2-point John Glenn lead. Do you play for 2 or do you play for a 3? The way that, I'm just telling you, the way Erin McMillan shot the ball tonight, if I'm OD, I maybe try to at least get her a look.
See, I think you've got 2 looks. I mean, they can't really go a great zone out of bounds play right here on defense. So, I mean, you could look in the middle But if it's not there, I think you got to have McMillan either taking it out or coming off for a three. And if she's taking it out, I think as John Glenn, you got to know she's coming right back to that corner for it.
The other thing is you still have Sarah McMillan on the floor, 1,000-point scorer. The ball in her hands is not a bad idea either. So they'll take it out under the basket here. And John Glenn's still trying to figure out how they're going to play this. We have 19 seconds left. Falcons lead it by 2, 42-40. Well, the other night, if you love defense, John Glenn held Culver to 13 points.
That was one.
In a full game. And I'm telling you, I've seen Culver play. They have 4 players who can score 13 points. Oh, almost to Krause. Thompson, layup, no good. Ball underneath. Stanley will come away with it. Got a whistle. And
Wow. I mean, I expected a jump ball or maybe a foul, but a travel.
Stanley gets her 6th rebound. 14 seconds left. And then they say she traveled with it. We're going to take a break. We got 14 seconds left in regulation in this one. 42-40. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Everwise Bi-County on Max 98.3.
Every day, we spend money to maximize our lives. We get groceries delivered for max convenience, make daily coffee runs for max sanity, and splurge on yoga classes for max zen. Everwise makes maximizing life easy with Max Checking. Earn cash back on all debit card purchases and a $250 welcome bonus. Everwise Credit Union. Spend with Max confidence. See details at everwisecu.com/get250. Conditions apply. Must meet requirements within 60 days of account opening. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Daly Cox Gymnasium, Rusty Nixon along with Trey Hall. You know what's fun? To look at the coaches during these times, neither one of them showing any signs of stress, whatever.
No, I mean,
both smiling on the bench. Now, Aubrey Lady, you understand, she's been in worse situations than this over and over again as a player. She's been here a bunch of times. But Ryan Reese down there just saying, look, we can do this. Don't you? I love it when a coach comes in with that attitude. Pass comes into Thompson, top of the key. McMillan dribbles right side, cut off. Krause will take the three off the front of the rim. Rebound goes long. Stanley chases it down and falls out of bounds with it. It'll go back to OD for another opportunity with 4.9 seconds left.
No more timeouts, I don't believe.
Don't think either team has any. Zelaya has the inbound kicked, so the clock will not start. 4.9 seconds. 42-40. And if you're OD, you still have a play you can run. Looking for Thompson. Gets into her hands, all alone on the block. Turn and shoot by Bashan, no good. Rebounded by McMillan, and it won't fall. Aaron McMillan with a huge rebound, and it just rolled around the rim and wouldn't fall. Tough luck for Aaron simply because she had nothing but net on 5 of the longest three-pointers I've seen. And that one just rolls around at the end of the game, and that's how it's going to end. What an end to this one as Glenn survives. They'll play whenever they play the finals against the winner of this next game, Bremen and LaVille. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll have our players of the game. You're listening to Max 98.3 coverage of Everwise Bi-County. Final, Glenn 42, OD 40 in Game 1.